Alright, we'll try this video again. I started it a couple of minutes ago, probably 5 minutes ago, and then I realised it took 3 sets to get through that set of traffic lights just here. So it probably wouldn't have been real interesting for anyone just watching the truck that I was sitting behind, just sitting at his back door. So, yes, different view. For anyone that's returning, that is. New job. So, out with the old truck. This is the new rig for, well, at least the time being. It's another Freightliner. It's a new one. It's only 13 months old, so it's a 2022 model. Yeah, for the longest time, I'd always wanted to do interstate. Give interstate a go. Since I was driving little rigid trucks. And anyway, been doing semis for a while, so nothing tipped me over the edge. I still enjoyed where I was. You know, the people were good. The work was good. I did a lot of hours, you know, so the pay sort of reflected that. But like I said, it's just for the longest time, I'd always wanted to do interstate. Now, worst case scenario, I thought, if this doesn't work out, I can always go back to where I was at. I didn't leave on bad terms. I didn't do anything negative, you know. I've had a few of the boys ring me up half a dozen times asking where places are because I hadn't been to them. I was, for the longest time, the only one that had been to certain places. And I told them, I said, look, you know, just give me a call. I ain't going to be a ghost and disappear off the face of the earth. And I'm happy to still help out. Oh, we're fucking heavy today, boys. Just over 43 tonne. Yeah, anyway, so don't know if anyone else does this, but I would get on to Seek, the employment slash whatever you want to call it, where you look for jobs. I'd get on there maybe once every 2 or 3 months, just to have a look. You know, oh, wonder what's going. Wonder what else is happening. Now, it was probably 6 months ago. I saw an interstate job based out of Newcastle, where I live, with this company that I'm currently with. Only a small gig. I don't want to work for a toll or I've done that. We could do a whole nother video on that if you like. Let me know down below if you want to hear the story of why I left fucking toll. But yeah, I'd rather work for a smaller company, you know, because well, not all places, but they're more likely to care and, you know, give a shit about who you are. So, small gig, probably 6 months ago, saw it advertised, never even crossed my mind to do it. Get up and it says, you know, this job, interstate, and it said posted 6 hours ago. I went, well, how about that? Now, next thing I had to do, I've got to find a resume, don't I? Because I was at this last place I was at for, I think it was about 4.5 years, give or take. So my resume is older than that. It's probably, 4.5, 5 years old. So I need to update it. When I started, I didn't have my semi-license. I was only a rigid driver. Put all the extra stuff on it, made myself sound pretty good. Yes, he's moved. Thank you. Yeah, make it all sound flash and good. I want to get over again if I can at some point, because all these ones merging here, they've got to come into this left lane here, so to save all the bottleneck, I'll just sit in this middle lane here for a bit. Anyway, yeah, sent me resume away, and I thought to myself, well, I've already liked the page on Facebook of these trucks. Why don't I just get on Facebook and I'll just send them a message? Hey guys, saw your ad on Seek, just applied. Just want to make sure that you get you've got my resume. Anyway, I'll get a reply back probably 20 minutes later. This is on Friday night, mind you. Hey mate, yeah, you got your resume. Just looked at it, looks really good. I thought, how many resumes, unless it's, that's part of your job, but how many resumes do you actually write in your life? Not many, so, but okay, well, whatever I've done seems to be okay. And he says, oh, can you come in and have a chat sometime? Yes. But when? Because I'm still working full time. So, unless it's, I was pretty much starting work at nearly between 3 and 4 every day. So, I'm thinking, unless it's super fucking early, not likely, or rather late, it's going to be hard for me to meet through the week. Anyway, he says, how's Sunday afternoon? I said, Sunday afternoon is perfect. Long story short, I went there. He's explained, pretty much the whole gist of what it is to me. And he said, oh look, do you mind just giving me your hand for a moment? Yeah mate, no worries. He said, I just need to swap trailers. So I need to unhook that trailer, which is, that'll be your truck, which is what he said, that'll be your truck. So at this point I'm already thinking, this must be like my little trial, you can see if I can reverse. Now I've got another story about that one. I'll do another video on that one another time. But, see me in reverse, hook up trailers, all that sort of gist. So I said, yeah, no worries. Unhooked the trailer, hooked up to another one, pulled it around, moved up, re-hooked up back to the first trailer and then moved it over. I said to him, look, do you want to actually go for a little drive? And he says, well, if you want this job, I'll give it to you. You want the job? And it was sort of on the spot, a lot of places will, they shake your hand, thank you very much, we'll be in touch. Anyway, do you want the job? And I was sort of put on the spot at that point, I thought, oh, well, I haven't even really talked to the missus about this. I said, well, you know what? Yeah, I'm happy to take the job. The way he explained it to me, everything else, pretty happy. I said, fucking thanks. He said, well, when can you start? Well, I'm full-time where I am. I'll do the right thing. I'll have to give them 2 weeks notice. which in hindsight probably wasn't long enough to get the bloke that needed to do my job, who was already there, mind you. He's just stopped doing one thing and started doing another, but it was a lot for him to take on. But, you know, these things happen. People around here are batshit crazy. And this isn't even busy. Anyway, okay, where was I? Yeah, you want the job. And I said, yeah. I said, well, I'll take the job. Do you want to go for a little drive first? And he said, no, I can see, you know what you're doing. You know, you unhook the trailer, you're fine, you reverse it, you did all that. And he said, yep, you're fine. And he said, I like your attitude. You've got a great attitude. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Dad. I said, you know what, I'm happy to come here, do whatever needs to be done, work in with you and the boys, be part of the team. Why are we going 85 k's an hour? Anyway, so that's what the new gig is. Still based out of Newcastle. I do 2 loads a week down to Melbourne. So Newcastle to Melbourne, various places, and then most of the time I'm doing a pickup back in Melbourne, and most of the time it's dropped off either at Sydney or Newcastle. Now I say most of the time because that's most. There is exceptions, you know. We got the occasional load up to Brisbane. We've got the occasional load that might go to Adelaide, and then just various wherever in New South Wales for the return. I was about to go out to Orange the other day. Got out to Shepparton to do the pickup, and it was cancelled, so I drove home empty. Not really a big drama with that, because it was a nice quick trip home. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I hadn't done videos in the old truck for far too long. I've had that many people on YouTube and in real life just say to me, well, you're not making videos anymore, or, you know, like, what's happened? You're fucking falling off the face of the earth. I don't really know. Just got lazy, hadn't done them. I bought a GoPro. I tried making videos with that. I've got no idea what happened with it. This one here is going to try and cut in. I can already see what's going to happen. Fuck you. There you go. I'm sure some of you have missed all the shame swearing. But okay, so I thought, okay, I'm not going to make a video in my first week. Worst case scenario, this doesn't work out. I don't like it, don't enjoy it. I'm going back to the old job, and it'd just be one random video of, hey, I've got a new job, and then all of a sudden I'm back into the old one because I didn't like it, or, you know, whatever happened. So I've been here for a couple of weeks now. Obviously they trust me enough with the gear and all that sort of stuff to just be left to my own devices. They just say, here's your load, you get a text message, here's your pickup. You send through, you know, a copy of your paperwork by, you know, through email, and you just, as long as you get to where you need to be by when you need to do it, I'm not hassled. So this is a fucking good job. Now, for anyone that hadn't noticed, we're in Melbourne. Now, I've figured out to get this somewhat recording again, so there could be some new like dash cam videos, you know, of people just doing dumb shit, me swearing like an absolute fucking moron. You know, people love those videos, but you can't make things happen. So I would be all too happy. I'm going to slow down and let this big tanker boy in. So I dare say he's going to come across, which he is. Give him a little flash. Does he give me the little beep, 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 beep? Yeah, there he goes. Only once, but he knew. He knows what's up. Yeah, that wasn't working in the old truck. I think it was a cigarette plug that it was plugged into. It wasn't giving enough power because it kept coming up insufficient power, and then every time you turned the camera on, he got back into the left lane because this one here is doing fucking 77 kilometers an hour in a 100 zone. But I don't want to be in that far left lane because it exits in a couple of kilometres. I've got nothing but sidetracked, I think, this whole video. We're down in Melbourne. The drivers down here are fucking way worse than drivers in Sydney. That's all I need to say. I hated driving in Sydney. And then after doing it for a couple of years, you know, I know where places are and I just drive there, but at the same time I'm thinking, you know, I can't wait to get out of here because it's fucking shit. This cunt's going even fucking slower. We're going 67 kilometers an hour in a 100 zone. He's got no idea. Everyone on both sides overtaking us. Oh, whoa! Yeah, you go down Sydney, people drive like dick suckers, and you get out and then you're like, geez, I'm just glad I'm out of Sydney. You come down here, hey, everyone's got Victoria number plates on, and you think that none of these fucking idiots know where they're going. I'm leaving now, 12:30 in the day, and it's quiet. Good, get me the fuck out of Dodge. As soon as I can get back on the highway, I'll be rolling again. And I'll be happy. 1,010 kilometers currently till my destination. So we do a few more kilometers each day compared to what I used to. And I've got a load on the back going directly back to Newcastle. So can't beat that. The only thing we can beat is after this turn we get in the left lane and hope this fucking moron in front of us doesn't do the same thing so we're stuck on it again. So, as always, if there's something that you want to hear, something that you want me to touch base on, something to talk about, whatever, let me know. If you want the story about me leaving Toll, let me know down in the comments below. Holy fucking Jesus, this is shit, this is fucking Melbourne. The traffic up ahead, it looks like it's fucking stopped. I'm not going to bore you with all the fucking stop traffic. That's it for today. Bye now. And if you've watched this far, just subscribe and like and do all that good shit. You know what it's like. Fucking hell. Have a good day. I'm going to try and get past this guy so I can actually try and make some headway to get home. Bye now.